There are doors that exist where they should not attached to buildings, not connected to anything, just doors, standing alone. They have been found in forests, in empty fields, even underground. They look ordinary. Wood, metal, a handle, a frame. Everything about them suggests they should lead somewhere. But they don't, because there is nothing around them. No walls, no structure, no reason for them to exist. And yet, they are there. People who find them often say the same thing. At first, it doesn't feel dangerous. It doesn't feel like a threat. It just feels wrong. Like something is slightly out of place. Like the world around it isn't fully aligned. He found it while walking off trail, just a few meters away from the main path. Somewhere he shouldn't have been. At first, he thought it was part of something. An old structure. A ruin. But there was nothing else. Just a door. Standing upright. Perfectly still. He walked around it. Slowly. Looking for any sign of context. There was none. No footprints. No broken ground. No materials. The earth around it was untouched. He reached out. His hand stopped just before the handle. Something felt off. Not fear, not danger, but a resistance. Like his body was telling him not to continue. The air felt heavier. The forest had gone quiet. No wind, no insects, just silence. He stood there for a moment, then stepped back and walked away. He didn't look back. Not even once. Later, he couldn't explain why. Only that. Not opening the door felt like the right decision. It was found in a clearing, far from any trail. The person who found it described it as ordinary, too ordinary, which made it stand out. He approached it without hesitation. No fear. No warning. He grabbed the handle. Cold. Colder than expected. He turned it. The door opened. And beyond it, there was no forest, no ground, no sky, just darkness, not empty space, not shadow, something else, a depth that didn't feel like distance, more like absence. He couldn't describe it, because it didn't behave like anything familiar. He stood there, looking into it, and then he felt something change. Not in the door, not in the space, in himself. A subtle shift, like his perception was slipping. He stepped back immediately, closed the door, and left. He later said, something about that space felt aware. When he returned, no one noticed anything at first. He looked the same, spoke the same, moved the same. Nothing was visibly wrong. But over time, small inconsistencies appeared. The way he paused before responding. The way he looked at familiar places, as if they were unfamiliar. Not confused, just unfamiliar. He would sometimes stop mid-sentence, not because he forgot, but because something didn't align, as if the words didn't quite match what he meant. He avoided certain topics, not intentionally, but whenever the conversation came close, he would drift, subtly, like his attention was pulled away. There were moments when he would stand completely still, not distracted, not thinking, just still, as if waiting for something. No one could say exactly what was wrong, because nothing was clearly wrong, but everything felt slightly displaced. And then someone noticed his reflection. Not immediately, but over time, in mirrors, in windows. There was a delay, barely noticeable, a fraction of a second, but enough to feel impossible. When he turned his head, his reflection followed, but not at the same time. just after, just slightly behind. People started avoiding him, not out of fear, but discomfort. Because being around him felt like being slightly out of sync with reality. And eventually, people stopped asking what happened in the forest. Because deep down, they already felt they wouldn't understand the answer. Or worse, they already did. There are explanations. There always are. Hidden structures, art installations, abandoned remnants. But those explanations require context. And these doors do not have context. They are not broken pieces of something. They are complete, self-contained, placed without history, without connection, without explanation. And that is what makes them unsettling. Because a door is not meant to exist on its own. A door implies something beyond it, something behind it, something on the other side. But when there is nothing around it, that implication remains unresolved, unanswered, waiting. Maybe every door leads somewhere, even if we can't see it, even if we don't understand it. The question is whether it should be opened or whether some doors are better left alone.